CBS This Morning co-host Gayle King interviewed Ivanka Trump at the Forbes Women's Summit in New York City. Ivanka, the older of Donald Trump's two daughters, spoke candidly about her father's presidential campaign and being the other Trump.
Through this process, I've been incredibly impressed by his instinct. I think his leadership skills are now being displayed on a much larger platform.
Mm-hmm.
So in a certain way, I'm not surprised by the success he's achieved.
You're not surprised? Because for many people when it started, they said it's not gonna last, it'll be done by Thanksgiving, it'll be done by Christmas, it'll be done by New Year's.
Yeah.
One friend of mine said, I'm now running out of holidays because now we're going into the 4th of July. You believed when it first started that it was, did you think that he would be the presumptive nominee, Ivanka? What that means?
I try not to get too ahead of myself.
Yeah.
It was all very new to me, the whole experience and the whole process. But I wouldn't have been surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him time and time again achieve great things, and granted this is a whole different scale, but when he sets his mind to something, and he's deeply passionate about something, I've never seen him not achieve the goals. So
mm-hmm.
it's been amazing to watch.
Well, it hasn't come without criticism. How do you handle that, the criticism of your father? You know, for us, you know, who don't know him personally, you are his daughter.
Yeah.
How do you handle the criticism of your dad on a really daily basis?
Well, on a human level, on a personal level, it can be very difficult and very challenging, especially when it's wrong, and often the criticism is wrong. So, you know, often the positions being taken by people are those who don't know him, or those who frankly don't like him. So it's a challenging thing, but I'm pretty thick-skinned, and I think my whole life has largely been in the public eye, and so I've seen different criticisms levied against him over the years. So I've learned to be a little bit more tolerant of it.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, what's most important, again, is the truth that I know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, you said that there have been many misconceptions, and you said that because people think of you as the surrogate. Do you see yourself as a surrogate?
I see myself as a daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely not a surrogate. I'm a daughter who loves and respects my father.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell us about him as a father and as a man that people don't know, that you would be the only one in the room that would know this information?
Well, if I told you, I would no longer be the only one in the room who would know this information.
That's kind of the goal.
No,
that you're comfortable sharing, you know.
Yeah, no, I think America's really seeing my father. He's honest. He is, with him, what you see is what you get. Even if you don't like his viewpoint on a certain topic, I think people respect the fact that he's bold enough to say what he's actually thinking. And that's something that we've never really experienced in politics,
mm-hmm.
and there should be a lot more of. And I think he's elevated, he's created dialogue around issues, and he's really, it's a powerful thing. So when you think about leadership and you think about what that means, it means setting an agenda. And he set the agenda for this whole political season on both sides of the aisle in terms of issues that are being discussed. So I think that's quite powerful.
You know, there was a big meeting this morning with Paul Ryan, and your daddy's meeting with Republican leaders. And as we were coming in, the phone was ringing, and I'm thinking, is Donald Trump calling to report in? On the way in the car, I got an email that said that they've had the meeting and that they both released a joint statement and said that the meeting went very positive this morning between Donald Trump and Paul Ryan. Do you think your dad plays nicely with others?
Well,
I'm not trying to be funny.
I mean,
I'm really
it depends in what
funny.
Context. When people are coming at him, swinging punches either directly or behind the scenes,
mm-hmm.
you know, he was running against 17 people, and they were spending tens of millions of dollars in negative advertising hitting him. So he was hitting back, and he has a pretty tough punch, but it's almost always a counter punch. Mm-hmm. So he can be very, very tough, and people know, again, what to expect. If they hit him, he's going to hit them back. In terms of, though, you know, playing nice with people, my father's built an enormous business. We've had many, many partners, transactions, ongoing existing relationships, and truthfully, you can't function in business, and everyone in this room knows that, if you can't get along with people.
You can catch Gayle's full interview with Ivanka Trump tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern right here on CBSN.